Okay. Uh, let's see. I have the push behind mower, the walk behind mower fixed. My battery charger is not starting the tractor, so I'm going to plug it in and see if I can have any luck with that. But I wanted to start with the patio out here. This is the downstairs apartment. I'm going to try to clean up all of this today. That walkway. It's really just a matter of attention, just getting it cleaned up. Just all this stone wall. It's just really messy. Just hasn't been cared after for a while. That little alcove right there, right outside the apartment. This I don't know what's going on with this plastic, but I don't have Ralph with me today, my carpenter. But we should definitely address this immediately before snow flies, anyway. But this is the exterior. I just wanted to start there, and this is what I'm walking into. Painting not too bad in the bedrooms because the woodwork on the windows is natural, and in the living room. This door is in pretty rough shape, moldy, dirty. I'll try to clean that up and see if I can get away without painting it, but I may have to. The kitchen, like I said, the windowsills are all natural wood, so that we're just going to save a lot of time on painting. But the place does need a thorough cleaning, number one. Number two, I don't know how bad this stove is, but it's certainly old. And I don't believe there's room here to get a full-size oven in here, and if you did, it would be butted right up to the sink, unless we were to cut out some cabinetry here and some countertop and put it on this side. But I think that's more work than just actually buying a 2 foot wide apartment stove and just replacing this. Inside the cabinets actually look pretty good. I don't think I'd paint those. The counters are kind of gross, but I don't know. That's your call if you want to replace these. I don't know what this cutout is here. This is kind of weird. It's kind of just a weird. There's hinges on it, but there's no handles to open it. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But, it needs to be cleaned under the sink. Needs a thorough vacuuming. All the walls need to be cleaned down. The baseboards all need to be wiped down. They're all covered with dust. The bathroom is pretty much home to spiders now. Nobody's been in here for a long time, and there are quite a few webs in here. I walked in here last week and had to pull the webs off my head, so I took down quite a few of them. But this, bathroom's fine. It just needs to be cleaned. The paint doesn't look bad in here, but I will certainly touch up the trim. The trim needs to be gone over, and that baseboard there. Aside from that, I don't know if you want to stick with the ugly yellow, but it's not terrible. The hallway, I'll see if I can glue down some of these stones that are loose and crinkling, and I'll see about buying a mat today when I go to get paint to throw down. See that this guy is completely loose here. So where are we? So anyway, again, the baseboards need to be wiped down. The walls need to be wiped. Yeah, I'll do this woodwork in white. Well, maybe not. It's all green. I'll see how it looks after I clean it up and wipe it. If it looks okay, I'll leave it. If not, I'll paint it white. Um, it's an interesting shelving unit. I don't know if you want to keep it. But once you watch this video and and tell me. I mean, I have enough to do at this point to get going on this apartment and get it in shape. But like things like that, I need your input. Things like the stove, I need your input. Things like the countertops, I need your input. Living room is yellow. The walls are not atrocious. They're not terrible at all. I could get away without painting them at all. But the woodwork it's also, it's like, I don't know, it's like somebody almost painted it with watercolor paint. It's just it's all brushy and brush marks. And I mean, that's what all of it looks like right over here to the bedroom. I mean, to the hall to the bedroom. But it just needs to have a good coat of paint on it, and that's all. So I will definitely get a coat of trim white and get all these done. But again, the window casings are all natural wood. Closet doors still all natural wood. Here's another shelving unit. And again, I don't know if you want to keep it. We can take it down. The other bedroom, again, if you look up at the trim along the ceiling and the closet door and the entry door, it just needs to have a good coat of paint on it. The doors are still natural. I can leave them or I can paint them. That's at your discretion. But the walls don't look bad. I can get away without doing all the walls. And aside from that, the carpeting looks good in both bedrooms. And the carpeting looks okay in the living room and the kitchen. So the flooring is not a big issue at all. I think it's just a lot of cleaning, painting, and dressing up. So that's where I'm at. Plus, we do want the outside all cleaned up. It's really a mess. And if showing an apartment, the first thing they see is the outside. So it's important to have this at least in some sort of shape. All right, it's a great property. I'd like to take a look at that brook out back and see what's happening with that fill pipe for the pond. Because if it's not filling from one end and draining from the other, it's getting stagnant. So at some point, once I get the real issues done, I want to look into that. But I've already scheduled. This is Labor Day weekend. I've already scheduled next weekend to deal with her upstairs and her smoke detectors. Oh, and that's the other thing I need to do downstairs today too, is put in what smoke detectors are needed downstairs. So okay, I got gas. I've got my tools. I'm going to charge up my jumper thing and see if I can't get that riding mower started, and we'll see what we can get done here today. Okay, but this is my before movie. This is my before video, whatever. And this is what I've come into today. And that's it. I will continue later. Thank you.